Hey guys, it's JP here from JPR Reptiles. I just wanted to do a quick video update to show you how the babies are doing now that they've all shut out about a week ago. Now they've all been put in their individual tubs. I've started feeding them. Most of them have eaten so far. So let's take a look. So first we've got the bumblebees from clutch 1. This is bumblebee number 1. As you can see, he's a little bit feisty, but he's not too bad actually. He hasn't struck at me yet. He's just a little bit defensive. I also wanted to show you guys how I keep them all. So if you'll notice, I've got a hide in the back for them. I've got a little water dish, and I've got a hide in the front. So hot side with the hide there, the cool side with the hide there, and the water dish in between. So here's bumblebee number 1. His code is 115BBM1. Just in case anybody was interested and wanted to send me a message, it's 115BBM1. So here's this guy. Moving on next is going to be another little bumblebee male, and he's 115BBM2. And he so far has had 2 meals. Here he is, again, a little bit shy. They're all a little bit shy. So he's a pretty guy too. Definitely a good looking little bumblebee. So again, two hides and 1 water dish in between, which I just made a mess of, but we'll clean that later. Now move on to the bumblebee females. So here we have 115BBF1, and she is pretty good. She's right there, right in the front, so enjoying the cool hide. So there's that girl. She's pretty. Here, let me see if I can give you guys a better view. I'll remove the hide. There's that little girl. Okay, I'll put her hide right back there. And we'll move on to 115BBF2, and that's my second bumblebee female. I've got great odds on this clutch. I got 4 bumblebees, 2 spiders, and 2 normals out of 8 eggs. So, oh, not under that hide. She must be back here. There she is. So there she is. Little pretty little girl actually. I think she's beautiful. She's got super high white sides. Really nice looking bumblebee. Let's put that back down on top of her, give her a little hide back. Move on to the spiders. So this is the first spider, 115SPM1, already spoken for. So I'll keep you guys updated on that, but so far somebody is interested in him. So he's a little spider male. Super pretty, nice high white size, really nice copper coloration, which I really look for in the bumblebees. Really nice contrast, super good looking little guy. There's that guy. And personally, I think the spider is prettier. The female, sorry, is prettier out of the spiders. So this is 115SPF1. A fair bit of warning. There is a good chance that she's going to strike. She's definitely the feistiest hatchling out of all of the clutches. So just so you're not startled if she does strike at the camera, that's her. Super pretty. I think she's absolutely beautiful. In fact, I think she's, yeah, definitely prettier than the male. Just higher white sides, basically. Besides that, they're pretty similar. So we're going to leave her alone because I don't want to stress her out too much since she's so easily stressed. And now we're moving on to the normals. So both normals I got out of this clutch were females. Here is the first one. There she is. Just a normal, but pretty nonetheless. Of course, I'm sure everybody thinks that their normals are pretty, but really I kind of like my normals. They've got some nice little blushing on the head there. I don't know, it's not really picking up on camera, but really nice colors, nice and bright. Move on. So that was 115NOF1, the code. Moving on to 115NOF2. And she's in her little hot hide over here. There she is. So she's pretty. In fact, out of the 2, I would have to say she's the prettiest. She's got some nice blushing on the sides, a nice blushed out head. Pretty little normal girl. Go. So that's all of the first clutch. There's that little spider girl just staring at me, just daring me to come in her tub again, I bet. So that's the first clutch. So again, we've got the 4 bumblebees, we've got 2 males and 2 females, and then we've got a male spider, a female spider, and 2 female normals. So that's the first clutch. We're going to move on to the second clutch, which is in the second rack over here. These guys, there's 6 of them. I haven't cleaned their tubs yet. I was just in the middle of doing that when I figured I would shoot this video. So don't mind the mess in here. You'd be surprised how much mess they can make for 1 week olds, or 2 weeks olds, I guess. So here's the first. That's one of the first. That's the first blue-eyed leucistic. He's a male. All 3 of the blue-eyed leucistics are male, actually, and his code is 215 BEL M1. And as you can see, absolutely stunning little animal. Really, 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 really pretty. White, nice blue eyes. Gorgeous example of a bell. Move on to. This is 215 BEL M2. Take this out of the way first. Helps. And there he is in his back hide there. Also super pretty. Blue-eyed leucistics are really, really, really something else to hatch. Stars. Okay. Moving on to 215 BEL M3. Again, ridiculously good odds in this clutch. Out of the 6 babies, I got 3 blue-eyed leucistics. And there he is, right under that cool side. A little bit of shed skin left over. There you go. Super pretty. Still pink on the head, but I'm sure that'll whiten up soon. That's that guy. Now, moving on to the Pastave, whose code is, oh, that's the normal, sorry, whose code is 215 PASMOF1. Actually, I'm going to put it under 215 PAMOF1. This little girl is absolutely beautiful. In fact, I would say she's the prettiest Pastave I've ever seen. Of course, I'm not just biased because I hatched her. If you look at her side pattern there, it's kind of all messed up for Mojave. Like here it's normal, and then it just starts to get kind of real funky around the side. So as you can see, it's just kind of a bunch of dots and lines there all the way to almost, I would say, more than about halfway down the body, and then it starts to go more normal Mojave, but even then kind of crazy. On the other side it's a little bit more normal Mojave, but still a little bit messed up. You expect to see a lot of donuts and stuff, not so much of the lines, but as you can see, super blushed out little head, couple little ringers there, so definitely a beautiful little Pastave. So I'll put her back. Sorry, girl. And now we've got our little pastel male, who's also spoken for. So somebody's definitely interested in him. I'll put him in the video. So here's a little pastel male. Really, 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 really pretty colors. As you can see, he's almost got some orange down in the right sort of right there, right? That doesn't really come up, but it's fairly bright orange in person. Really pretty little pastel. And last, I want to say but not least, but also kind of least size-wise, is this little normal male who is already spoken for, and you'll notice it's fairly steamy in there because he's getting ready to shed again. Now, he was born and he had not absorbed his yolk, so he was about half of the size of all of his brothers and sisters when he hatched out. So his code is 215 NOM1. The previous one, sorry, I don't think I mentioned it, was 215 PASM1. So back to this little normal male. Really, really cute, small. He's just about to shed again because he's been kind of eating like a champ. So he's doing great. I was kind of worried about him because he was so small, but you know what? He actually seemed to be he was the first one to eat. He's actually the only one who took 2 males. Well, in close succession. He had his first meal and his second meal like 3 days later. I didn't really offer the other ones that fast, but this guy wanted to get up to size. But anyway, so he's grown up. He's pretty much almost catching up to the other guys now already. Pretty little normal. He's in shed right now, so he's not looking his greatest. He's a feisty little guy too. Not quite as feisty as that spider female, but he's definitely got some attitude, which is nice. And he's spoken for as well, so somebody's going to get this little guy really, really cute. So that pretty much covers it for the update on the babies. I just kind of wanted to show you guys how I keep them. He's still on wet paper towel because I kind of wanted to cater to him a little bit more because he was so small. And he's only got the hut on the hot side. I want to keep him nice and warm. But yeah, so just a little update on the babies. I just wanted to show you guys how they're doing, how they're being kept. If ever anybody was wondering how I kept them, this is how they're being kept. So I'll leave you guys with that. There's going to be some photo updates. I've got a photographer coming who came today, actually, Rory John. I'll link him in my photos, or I'll name him in my photos on Facebook page. But he took some amazing photos of these little guys, so I'll be putting those up in the next couple of weeks or so, whenever I get the photos sent to me. And that's it. So stay tuned for updates. Bye bye.